In a world of sports, mixed martial arts has emerged as a captivating fusion of various fighting styles, including karate, boxing, and wrestling. At its pinnacle stands the Ultimate Fighting Championship, or UFC, the unrivaled leader in mixed martial arts promotion. In 2001, the UFC, once considered a struggling entity, was sold for a mere $2 million. However, a remarkable turnaround ensued. By 2016, it was valued at an astounding $4 billion, showcasing an unprecedented surge in worth. Further solidifying its position, the UFC merged with the WWE in 2023, creating a powerhouse valued at over $21 billion. This transformation from obscurity to global dominance epitomizes the UFC's journey, a story of resilience and unparalleled success. Join us as we explore the rise, fall, and triumphant resurgence of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Explore untold stories of iconic brands and personalities at the Bullish Society. Uncover forgotten archives, secrets, and narratives that shaped our world. Meet visionaries, voices of change, and immerse yourself in defining stories. Subscribe now and join our community of storytellers. Don't miss the tales behind every success and failure. In 1993, UFC 1 marked the inception of a groundbreaking concept in sports. Held on November 12th, it was a pay-per-view event featuring fighters of different styles competing in a single elimination tournament. The venue was an octagon fenced in without corners, and only a few rules were in place. No hitting the groin, gouging eyes, or biting. The idea originated from members of the Gracie family, renowned for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Along with ad executive Arthur Davey, they pitched the concept of Semaphore Entertainment Group, known for hosting pay-per-view events. Essentially, the UFC aimed to answer the theoretical question, what happens when fighters of diverse backgrounds clash? The inaugural event drew over 85,000 viewers, indicating its potential success. By UFC 5, the audience had tripled, prompting Semaphore Entertainment Group to acquire full ownership. The UFC's appeal lay in its wild, no-holds-barred style, which attracted fans seeking excitement. However, concerns arose due to the perceived danger. With no substantial regulations, injuries were rampant, leading to a decline in business. The lack of safety measures became a significant issue, highlighting the need for oversight in the sport. During the early days of the UFC, the extreme nature of the matches garnered attention, but it also raised serious safety concerns. At UFC 3, a match featuring opponents with a 400-pound weight difference shocked viewers, prompting the American Medical Association to call for its ban. Ironically, while safety concerns were evident, the UFC's response seemed to amplify its dangerous reputation. In 1996, Senator John McCain's condemnation of the UFC sparked a chain reaction, leading cable giants like Time Warner to halt the broadcast of UFC pay-per-view events nationwide. McCain's advocacy extended to lobbying governors to ban UFC fighting in their states, resulting in a significant viewership decline. Despite efforts to legitimize the sport through rule implementations like mandatory gloves and weight classes, public perception of the UFC as a mere gimmick persisted. By UFC 20, although evident evolution was underway, mainstream perception remained stagnant. In 1998, Joe Rogan's promotion of the UFC on Conan O'Brien's talk show was met with laughter and skepticism, underscoring the prevailing dismissive attitude towards the sport's safety measures. By the early 2000s, the UFC's reputation had dwindled, facing imminent extinction. On the flip side, the UFC orchestrated a remarkable resurgence, spearheaded by key executives, notably the Fertitta brothers and Dana White. Acquiring the UFC in 2000, the Fertittas, with their background in the Las Vegas casino industry, joined forces with Dana White, already entrenched in managing UFC fighters and a longtime friend of Lorenzo Fertitta. Together, they orchestrated the UFC's remarkable turnaround, propelling it to unprecedented heights. A pivotal moment in this journey was the implementation of stringent regulations. Recognizing the imperative for oversight and safety in MMA, the UFC took decisive action. In 2001, adopting a unified set of rules for MMA pioneered by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board, set a new standard for the sport. Subsequently, in 2009, these regulations gained further validation when embraced by the Association of Boxing Commissions, solidifying the legitimacy of UFC events. Presently, all UFC fights undergo legal sanctioning and regulation, ensuring parity with other mainstream sports. The reverberations of these regulatory efforts extended beyond the octagon, garnering praise for erstwhile critics such as Senator John McCain. His acknowledgement of the UFC's commitment to safety and legitimacy served as a remarkable endorsement of the organization's transformation. In an unexpected turn, Dana White, the UFC's president, expressed gratitude towards Senator McCain, recognizing his instrumental role in shaping the sport's trajectory. Their collaborative efforts underscored the UFC's dedication to surmounting legal obstacles and bolstering its reputation. Despite strides in regulatory efforts, the UFC faced persistent challenges in captivating audiences and expanding its fan base. By 2004, financial woes loomed large, with annual sales stagnating at $14 million against the backdrop of nearly $40 million in investment from the Fertitta brothers. However, a beacon of hope emerged in the form of the Ultimate Fighter TV show. Dana White, recalling the hurdles in bringing the show to fruition, likened its success to a miracle. Despite facing rejections from various networks, the UFC found an unlikely partner in Spike TV, a burgeoning network targeting a male demographic. Although initially more enamored with slam ball, Spike TV agreed to air The Ultimate Fighter under one condition: the UFC foot the production bill. Despite this precarious arrangement, the show skyrocketed in popularity, propelled by compelling coaches like Chuck Liddell and Randy Couture and captivating contestants. The Season 1 finale, the inaugural non-pay-per-view live event, marked a watershed moment. The showdown between the show's finalists proved to be a resounding success, triggering a surge in interest and exposing millions to MMA for the first time. This watershed moment catalyzed a seismic shift, with UFC revenues soaring 12-fold within just 2 years, heralding a newfound respect for MMA in mainstream discourse. Another crucial aspect of the UFC's resurgence lies in their strategic acquisitions. As they gained momentum, they swiftly capitalized on their success by acquiring key competitors in the industry. Notable among these acquisitions were World Fighting Alliance in 2006, Pride Fighting Championships in 2007, and Strikeforce in 2011. These strategic moves not only reduced competition but also bolstered the UFC's talent pool and enriched their library of past fights. However, these acquisitions have not been without controversy. Some fighters have filed antitrust lawsuits against the UFC, alleging that its dominance in MMA allows them to underpay fighters due to a lack of competing offers from other organizations. Despite these challenges, the UFC's acquisitions have played a pivotal role in their resurgence. Furthermore, the UFC's success can be attributed to the remarkable talent associated with the organization. Over the years, numerous skilled fighters have graced the UFC stage, captivating audiences and driving viewership. Among them, Conor McGregor stands out, having participated in some of the highest-selling UFC events, including UFC 229, which attracted a staggering 2.4 million pay-per-view purchases. Similarly, Ronda Rousey made history as the UFC's first female fighter in 2013, achieving global fame and solidifying the UFC's reputation as a platform for elite athletes. Like the 1990s, the UFC now boasts a roster of world-class fighters, many of whom possess charismatic personalities that captivate audiences and make for compelling viewing. Finally, the UFC's influence extends beyond television, with Electronic Arts' popular UFC video game expanding their reach in over 100 UFC gyms worldwide, reflecting growing interest in MMA training. Influential figures like Joe Rogan, through his acclaimed podcast, and Dana White, through relentless personal promotion, have significantly boosted the UFC's profile. Their efforts, coupled with comprehensive promotional strategies, have propelled the UFC to unprecedented success. This evolution evolution from obscurity to global phenomenon showcases the power of perseverance, strategic partnerships, and relentless promotion, highlighting the transformative potential of dedication and innovation in sports and entertainment. Thanks for joining us in this captivating journey through the stories that shape our world. Your support keeps the Bullish Society thriving. Subscribe and ring the notification bell to never miss a captivating story. More incredible stories and interviews are coming your way. Stay tuned for what's next on the Bullish Society.